Hello, myself Dipti Naik, Assistant Professor at Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, KEPEM. Okay, so this session is for Bachelor of Science first year students in the subject Botany and for semester 1. Okay, so the paper code is BOG 101 and the paper title is Environmental Biotechnology. Then the name of the module is Bioremediation of Xenobiotics in Environment, Ecological Consideration. And the number of module is 27. The outline of this module is the introduction of xenobiotic compounds and bioremediation, then the methods of bioremediation and examples of xenobiotic compounds in the environment. Learning outcomes. Once we finish this unit, you will be able to define xenobiotic compounds and bioremediation and explain the methods of bioremediations. Introduction. Xenobiotics. Xenobiotics, they are chemically synthesized compounds which do not occur in nature. They may persist in the environment for months and years. Okay? They are non-degradable. Examples of xenobiotic compounds are salicylic acid and many others. Bioremediation. The process uses naturally occurring organisms to break down hazardous substances into less toxic substances. Okay. So bioremediation is the waste management technique using which is followed by using bacteria, fungi or plants. All the process involves microorganism for degradation. So it is called bioremediation. Now we will go to methods of bioremediation. So there are 6 methods of bioremediation: in situ method, ex situ method, biodegradation, biotransformation, co-metabolism and bioabsorption. In this, in situ method is further divided into 2 methods, that is intrinsic method and accelerated method. In situ method, it involves direct approach of the microbial degradation of xenobiotics at the site of pollution. Example, the site of pollutions can be soil or groundwater. The 2 types, intrinsic. This uses microorganisms already present in the environment and therefore there is no human intervention involved. Second is accelerated. Here the substrate or nutrients are added to the environment and therefore there is a human intervention involved. Now next method is ex situ bioremediation. It is the above ground treatment of contaminated soil or water that is removed from the environment, okay, by biological organisms. Means here the biological organisms are utilized to remove the contaminated things, okay, from the soil. Here in this method we can use the bioreactors, okay, and this method is used only when it is necessary as it is very expensive. Biodegradation. So biodegradation, it is the process in which organic compounds are degraded or broken down by the microbes. Next, biotransformation. It is the process of metabolic conversion of endogenous and the xenobiotic compound to the more soluble compound in air and water. Okay, so they are transforming and converting these endogenous and xenobiotic compounds into more soluble compounds. Co-metabolism. This is the simultaneous degradation of 2 compounds in which some of the molecules that are co-metabolically degraded by bacteria. Okay. Next is bioabsorption. It is a physiological process that occurs naturally in certain biomass, which allows it to passively concentrate and bind contaminants in bioabsorption. It is a physiochemical process that occurs naturally in certain biomass, which allows it to passively concentrate and bind the contaminants into a cellular structure. Now we'll go to the main xenobiotic compounds or example of xenobiotic compounds, that are heavy metals, pesticides and oil spills. Now heavy metals. What are heavy metals? Heavy metals are metals with relatively high densities, atomic weight and atomic number. When these heavy metals are with microbes, they can change the oxidation state or the organic state. Now, methods of degradation of heavy metals. Okay, so there are three methods to degrade heavy metals. First is bioleaching, second is bioabsorption, and bioimmobilization. In bioleaching, there are some microorganisms which can leach the organic acid. Okay, so the metals which can leach the organic acid, example thiobacillus species. Second is bioabsorption. Here the microbes are having ability to accumulate heavy metals, example alkagenous eutropus. Third is the bioimmobilization. It means immobilization of immobilization means immobilize metals by precipitation. So here also some of the microorganisms are capable of mobilizing these heavy metals by precipitating it. So they are known as the and the example is agrobacterium. Next is pesticides. These are the chemical compounds that are used to kill pests, insects, rodents, fungi, and unwanted plants. So pesticides mostly used in the agriculture practices, okay, to kill the pest or the insect, rodent and fungi and to protect the farm. So methods of degradation of pesticide, there are three methods: degradation, biotransformation and the phytoremediation. Degradation, it means microbes uses the organic chemicals in the pesticide for growth and reproduction. Example, Flavorbacterium. Biotransformation. Here the bacteria, fungi, plants can transform xenobiotic into less toxic. Phytoremediation. Here plants helps to remove the contaminants from soil and groundwater. Example, brinjal, spinach. So the roots of these plants are capable to absorb or remove the contaminants from the soil. Now next is oil spills. Oil spills means the release of petroleums into the environment. So there are two methods for this oil spills: natural and environmental modification. Naturally, there are some of the microbes which can degrade the petroleum compounds. Example, bacillus and streptomyces. Okay, and here environmental modification, the area is modified in a favor to the activity of degrading microbes, where temperature, pH of the environment is changed. These are the references. Thank you.